Hello and welcome everybody. I'm Christian from Berlin and this tutorial is built up, meaning if you want to get the full and total country blast, you listen to the end. Secondly, I did a lesson on the country piano style where I explained all the dirty tricks of the trade and analyzed with you the style of Floyd Kramer, the wizard of country piano. Well, this lesson is linked in the description box under the video. Go watch it. Let's go and learn this great piece. Enjoy. Welcome back to the wonderful countryside, this time for the most famous country song of them all, You Are My Sunshine. And in case you have not watched my country piano tutorial, like lesson on the style itself, I repeat a couple of things. Or you please go and watch it. You'll learn so much for life. The first, the drum computer in country music. Yes, there is one. It's an organic drum computer called hand, and it consists of the bass, the typical country bass. That is, I call it the fifth bass, which is the fifth of the root of a chord, which is D, fifth of G is D, and we put it down. So you could also call it the fifth down bass, and this is basically one of the most typical country basses. Now, we have to accommodate the chords also, where right hand is for the melody and a little bit of chord notes, but we can include the chord notes in this bass. We have the root, and then we play the rest of the chord, the third and the fifth, with our remaining lovely strong fingers. And so here we have the complete rhythm section without having an annoying drummer or a bass player in our place. Can do it all with all ourselves. Good. In C, the same thing would be. We only have 3 chords here, G, C, and D. Same principle. And we have D. You see? That's wonderful. So we have our left hand free to do some damage, country damage. We also have the typical country element. I called it in my country piano lesson the cow of country piano, because it's as common in country piano as a cow is common in the countryside. And this is this run up always at the end of each verse. Here, just going down from the 5th to the root. Very important sound, and basically the verse starts with it. Like here. Look left hand. You see? And it's coming back after each verse. Now, right hand. You see, I did not just play like many tutorials do, just a single note. We want to make it a little bit nicer, and we underpin the melody with chord notes. Yeah, and one thing is very important here for you to take into regard, and that is, we have this melody, and we want the melody to be tied. This means our finger setting has to be good, like 2nd finger here, and it's coming back. So, you learn this once, and you have it for the rest of your piece, And now we take the 3rd finger here, because we want to tie the upper line as good as possible. Yeah, you see, that's very important. We don't want to play like an amateur. Nah, we are better than that. So, and the thumb is just, dragging along. The upper line is the most important for the ear. Sorry. Okay, keep that in mind for the rest of the song. Try as good as possible to tie the upper line. Sometimes we don't manage. We go on. We have to, skip a little bit, and we can only treat the difficult bits, and the rest you get from the slow replay that is coming afterwards. Okay? Agreed? There's not much you can do about it. I'm the dictator of my channel. Let's not talk about dictators these days. Okay. And then we have... Now, here again. Here you have cantata, but now we need to go further even. So sometimes you just have to lift your hand. Okay? It's not the end of the world. It's just the end of your career. As a pianist, maybe. So, but you can also... Here, for example, if you're smart, you play the 3rd finger here. If you can play it, it's quite a stretch here. Maybe you want to have a little incision by a so-called musician surgeon, that you have a bigger span here. That's ugly. So, and then you can also, you see, sort of tie it. You see, upper melody, and then we have to lift again, unless you manage this supernatural. It even hurts me. Okay, so that's the idea. Then just be aware of a couple of syncopations. Because when we play this, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And here we have a little run up to C. That sounds nice. You don't have to do it. I do it occasionally. It's a nice sound every now and then. And you remember when you watched my country piano tutorial and we were in C, like we went from C7 to F, like it was like this. There we went down. In this case, we go up. Yeah, it's the same principle, tying the root, the tonic, with the subdominant, the C. Okay, so here. And again, you tie as good as you can. then we come straight to here again. Just remember the syncopations. And now we are in the second verse where the fun starts with the fills. Here. What a wonderful sound. There it's starting to bloom, like spring in the countryside. Hopefully it's spring soon. In Berlin it's still quite cold. The sun is getting nicer, but it's still a bit freezing. Okay. And 1, 2, 3. Here. You can play it like I played it, or doesn't matter. This is all what you learn in my country piano lesson. You see, I'm kind of forcing you to watch it. Okay, so first thing, melody is simple as usual. Melody. Here. Same thing. Typical Floyd Kramer style piano. Gotta play this smooth and gingerly, fluffy, like a country cloud. And now, watch this second verse. So we played. Now. Yeah. Let's have a look at this. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2. Yeah, that you gotta learn. I took this phrasing, basically, you can sing it as you like, and it's played in many different ways from the Oh Brother Arthur, the great Coen Brothers film. And so you find a lot of different variations. Well, this is mine, which I stole. So it's not really mine. Anyway, it's now mine. 1. And here, lift the hand that you can play. Tie them again. Okay, lift. And here we have the next country piano sound. Here, we do the accidental or the slip note, not to be mixed up with Slipknot, which is a death metal band. Here, and then again, the syncopation. 1 here. Sorry. Syncopation and as usual. And the cow of country piano. Moo. I'm not gonna, if you want to play the solo, you could do it at your own risk. It's getting too long. This is a luxury, okay? It's in a slow replay. Learn it from there, because we have to go on to the last verse. This is basically for the pundits who want to learn something on top, and you're good enough then to have a look at the slow replay. So we figured out already. Second verse, we have introducing the typical fills that make the sound so great and country-like. And you learned we had the syncopation coming up. Yeah? No. We have that run up again. Bam, 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 bam. Yeehaw! And cow of country piano. Then comes the solo, and we want to go to the toughest bit actually, which is now a variation. It's the last verse after the solo. And we have the country cow again. There's a bit more happy action here. You can imagine playing a fiddle like this, huh? So here, we play a little bit of rhythmic variations. 1 and upbeat to the last verse. No, here. And then a little bit chromatic action. And now. What can you sense here? What does your gut say? What word is coming up in your brain right now? That's right, blues, blues. And very often when you hear like soloists playing country music, they very often include the minor, the blue note here. Here we have this, we play a little bit with the bluesy notes here. Also here. Let's have a look. Now, triplets, 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 and we have the blue note again, the minor third of G here, which is kind of a contradiction. In the countryside is a happy life, the sun is shining, there's no unemployment in the countryside. Mobile phones are working double as good as in the city. Country life is just really nice. There are no drugs. There's no pollution. Just kidding. That was a bit cynical. So, but what I wanted to say is we have blues, which is blue, meaning feeling blue, sad. And we have the country music, which is basically happy. It's along the major pentatonic. In G, that would be here. And now we use a blue note, a sad note. But that's just theoretically speaking, it just sounds good, so we use it. Pay attention, third finger. We use the third finger twice here. And 1, 5, fifth finger on the minor third of G, that we can fall down here. That we can again tie it as good as we can. Or I play, because I can, second possibility, fifth, 4, 3. Okay? Also good. Yeah, I play that intuitively. I play that 4, 3, 1, and the thumb just drags down. Now, and here probably the hardest bit, technically speaking. I spared you the run up, because something stressful is coming and you would just collapse. Here. What is it in slow? Right hand. 1, 1, and 2, and now 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. So what we have here, we have 1, and 2, and now comes the dirty bit. We have 2/3. This one, this one, this one. Yeah, 3. 1, 2, 3. And they're just, it's just a chain of them here. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and we leave the chain to go down as I said before, the major pentatonic. Okay, let's do the that bar together again. 1, and 1, and 2. Oh, I need my tea. Sorry. Earl Grey, help me. Well, earls used to live also in the countryside. When there were earls, there were no big cities, so it was almost always countryside. So Earl Grey tea is just the right beverage for this tutorial. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Shall we do it again? Are you still with me? Okay. 1 and 2 and now 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and now it's boogie. Yeah, it reminds of boogie, but it's not like reserved for boogie. It's like a. You got it? Okay, let's move on. I'm kidding. Okay, yeah. There's this bit. It's again triplets. Fifth on the G, and we have the second on the D flat. And we use the second again. It's harder, it's easier than it sounds, and we love that. It's not as much work as the audience, or doesn't need as much talent as the audience believes you have when you play that. And that's basically a description of my life. Just getting with a little bit of talent, getting the people believe you're a kind of a master or something. And that's what we do here. So, 1 here. You can do that very fast in no time. Okay. Now, and so now, again, let's have a look at, we are now in the last verse. And we play this. That, for many of you, might be even harder than this bit. Because we have these slip notes in here, close by. That for some might not be that easy. So, in that case, you can just, after coming this from this stressful thing here, you can just repeat, you know. And here, yes, also here. Close by, 8 notes. You should practice that separately. 1 and 2 and it was actually it was wrong. Sorry. 1, 2 here. Here. Practice that here. Okay? Yeah. And we have that repeated until we fade out. Not we, but the piece. And again. And it's just the same interval. Then I stole that again. I'm stealing everything basically, except my piano. I paid for that with somebody else's money. So we have the other great country sound is the top, the major third of G is on top. Here we have this one, and I could either finish with this one. I thought about that, and then I thought, no, make it a little bit different. And so that it's just like the ending from Last Date. It's also, I think, using the accidental with the top major 3 of the final chord, which is G. Now I could hopefully enlighten you. Now it's coming the slow replay where you can also learn the solo. And I say bye for now. See you afterwards. You are my thumbshine. If you use your thumb the right way, country style, press it on the like button. That truly helps my channel and also this tutorial to be seen by others, to be discovered by YouTube and recommended. And I say thanks a lot for learning with me. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay safe. All the best from Berlin. Tschüss.